What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Locked in Sports, bringing you my 5 best bets for today, Sunday, July 14th, in the NBA Summer League. That's right, got another Summer League video. We had a decent day yesterday. We'll recap that in a second. Got 5 picks today that I'm really confident in, that I like a lot. Feel like we got some lines that just have a lot of data to back them up, make a lot of money off of them. So before we hop into those picks, gotta hop into a recap. Before we hop into the recap, I just want to say that I appreciate the support on the channel a lot, really tremendous amount. The channel growth has been kind of just exponentially increasing, and that's awesome to see. So all of you who are subscribing off of these summer league videos, I appreciate it a lot. Glad that you appreciate the picks, glad that you're here to stay. All of you that are liking and commenting, also appreciate that a lot. Just really awesome to see support. And if you are new and you like these picks and you want to come back for more, consider subscribing to the channel. Helps us grow a lot more than you know, honestly. And yeah, if you like the video, like it, leave a comment down below. Thank you very much for all of that. With that out of the way, let's hop into a recap of yesterday. A 2-2 day, so not a perfect day, but 2-2. It's a decent day. I'll take it. What didn't hit for us? Well, Harrison Ingram didn't go over his PRA line. Just didn't look great. And Chris Murray didn't go over his PRA line either. Both of those guys just, I don't know, it's from the same game. Not great efficiency, not really great, not taking as many shots as I hoped they would. So unfortunate there, but learn from it, make better picks in the future. And the 2 picks for us that did hit, first off, AJ Mitchell. That one was such a lock. We took him for over 13 and a half, and I know he only had 15, but that felt like a free pick. Like, even though he only had 15, it felt so easy. It felt so free because he was taking so many shots. He was such a key part of the offense that there was really never any doubt, in my mind at least, that he would hit this line the entire game. And Isaiah Collier for under 22.5 PRA. He might have sweat a bit at the end, but he did go under. And he was at about his points line, PRA line under. So good spot to back him. I didn't think he was going to have the rebounds and assists to clear his line. He didn't. Love to see it. And yeah, so with that recap out of the way, let's hop into my 5 picks for the day. For my first pick of the day, I'm taking Kobe Brown of the Los Angeles Clippers for over 15 and a half points. Now, why am I backing Kobe Brown here? Well, he only had 13 points last game, which is why I think his line got moved down. But he took 16 shots, the second most on his team. So he isn't afraid to throw up shots, even when he's missing. And of those 16 shots he threw up, one more goes in, he hits his line. One of his threes goes in, he hits his line. I like that spot a lot. And I'm using a principle. I'm gonna be a nerd for a second here. Regression to the mean is a statistical principle that I use for a lot of picks today, and basically suggests that, let's say you're a 50% shooter, you shoot 50% from the field, and you go out there and you take 20 shots and you only hit 5 of them. That's worse than your average. Now, the next time you go out and play, you're more likely to hit more shots than you did previously because you're still a 50% from the field shooter. You just did poorly last time. It's regression to the mean suggests that on average, we do about our average. So because of that, guys like Kobe Brown, who went out there and took a ton of shots and didn't hit a lot of them, who hit fewer than they normally would, and then got their lines moved down because of it, are guys that I really love to bet on because they're taking a lot of shots. And regression to the mean suggests that the next time they play, more of those shots will hit. So yeah, I think that he had an irregularly bad shooting performance last time he played, but the amount of volume he sees and the amount of minutes he sees suggests that Kobe Brown will go over 15 and a half points. Next up, I'm looking at Terence Shannon of the Minnesota Timberwolves for over 16 and a half points. He had 25 last game, and he was a guy on his team taking the most shots and playing the most minutes. He went 9 from 14 from the field and 1 from 4 from 3. So shooting pretty solidly from the field. And this is a spot where even if he shot a bit above average last game and he drops a bit, misses 1, 2 more baskets. He had 25 last game. With the pure amount of shots that he is putting up, he will go over 16 and a half points. That's what I'm saying. I like taking these guys who are taking the most shots on their team. If you're taking the most shots on your team, you have the potential to get the most points. It's a good spot to back them. So I'm just really easily locking in Terence Shannon for over 16 and a half points. Next up, we're doing something similar to the picks we've been doing before, but kind of the opposite. And we're taking Terrence Silva for lower than 12 and a half points. Why? Well, he had 13 last game, right above this line, but he took the fewest shots of all the starters on his team, and fewer than some of the bench players as well. So he does not take a lot of shots. He's got low volume, which suggests that he won't be going over his line again. Suggests that if anyone on his team is going to go under their line, it's going to be De Silva, just on the basis that he's not putting up the shots that his teammates are. And possibly most importantly, the team they played last time where he had 13 points was Cleveland. Cleveland had an awful, awful defense. I think they let up like 106 points. Yeah, that's not happening again. Of course, when the team that you're playing is letting up like the most points of any team in the summer league, I believe, for that day, yeah, a lot of guys are going to go over their lines. Now they're playing a team with better defense, and he doesn't take the same amount of shots. And better defense means that he's going to take a fewer proportion of shots for his team because the better shooters who throw out more shots are going to be taking more shots. Yeah, it's just a perfect recipe for Tristan De Silva. Sorry, I said Terrence earlier. Terrence earlier. It's Tristan De Silva for under 12 and a half points. Next up, we're taking pretty high points line, but it's one that I'm confident in, and it's Jordan Hawkins for over 22 and a half points. Yeah, 22 and a half is a high number for a summer league game, but hear me out. Hawkins had 18 points last game, but he took 21 shots. 21. More than twice as many as any other starter on the team. Almost twice as many as any player, period. And it's just the same principle I'm talking about earlier. Regression of the mean suggests that if his volume stays consistent, which it's likely to, considering just how many shots he took, statistically, he's going to hit this line more often than not. He had a bad shooting performance last time he played, but he's not afraid to throw up the ball. That's what I want to see in a guy when I take his over. So even if he misses a couple shots, he's not afraid to keep chucking up the ball, not afraid to keep making attempts, and that's Jordan Hawkins. He was throwing up threes, he was throwing up 2-pointers. He was making plays in the basket all night long, no matter how many of his shots missed. He's got the confidence to go over this line pretty easily. And yeah, I think Jordan Hawkins clears 22 and a half points. Next up, and lastly, got one more over, and it's Julian Strather of the Denver Nuggets for over 21 and a half points. Another high points line, but he cleared it last game with 25, and he had almost twice as many shots as anyone else on his team. We did it the whole day, guys. Guys who take a lot of shots, I like backing their overs. He shot pretty well, too. He had 7 from 19, 3 of 10 from 3, and 8 from 10 from the line. So he's solid, consistent shooting, but recently I think he get better. I wouldn't be surprised if he shoots a little better from 3. Maybe even a little better from the line or a little better in general, and easily clears this line again. But some really important to note is they're playing Toronto. Toronto has a good defense, which might be why this line feels a little low, considering he had 25 last game. But I think what mid the line wasn't looking at is the fact that the Clippers held Denver to only 78, and Strather still had 25 points. He had about a third of his team's points in a pretty low scoring game. And yeah, Toronto held OKC to, I believe it was 69 in their previous game. So defensively, Toronto's strong, but the Nuggets just dealt with a defensively strong team, and Strather still went over this line pretty easily. So yeah, I'm pretty confident. I'm very confident back in Julian Strather for over 21 and a half points. All right, there you have it. Those are my 5 best bets for today, Sunday, July 14th, in the NBA Summer League. Didn't have a chance to look at any full game points lines, money lines, or anything else for the day, so I apologize. If that's something that you guys want to see back, let me know in the comments down below. I'll definitely bring it back next video. I know I gave out a couple ones at the end of the last video. We went 1-1 on those, so not terrible. But if you guys want me to put more research on that and really focus on delivering some solid full game points lines picks, let me know. Always happy to. And yeah, again, thank you all very much for the support on the channel. Subscriber growth has been kind of crazy. So if you're new to the channel and you want to come along for the ride here at Locked In Sports and get some great fantasy content, some great best bets, and some other sports content, be sure to subscribe, like the video to just help more people see it. I don't think a lot of people are doing summer league best bets videos from what I've seen online. So yeah, just glad you guys appreciate the summer grind that I'm putting in here. I like doing it. I like making these picks. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm rambling a lot, but as always, thank you all very, very much for watching the video. Like, comment your own picks and opinions down below. And yeah, have a good one. Let's make some money.